Welcome to my vlog. Today is my PTO day. We get about 20 days of PTO every year. If we do not use them, they don't translate into money. They just go away. So I am really using the PTOs. I am going to spend the day cleaning the apartment. Last weekend I did cooking for my husband and I was so tired that I really didn't get to clean a lot. I batch prepped a lot of meal for my husband. That way I wouldn't have to be spending all the time I have after work cooking food from the scratch. Even though he doesn't like it, but what can I do? If I work all day for the company and then if I spend all the free time I have cooking and cleaning, then I don't get any time to study. So I have to find a middle ground. I'm gonna clean up this huge mess. As you can see, it gets messy. I try my best to keep it clean, but of course the tortillas, they have to be made every day. Omelette has to be done fresh with you have to cut the onions, cut the chili, those things. Every single thing that we do takes time. So that's how I kind of end up losing a lot of time. If I make any money off YouTube, that's gonna go to the rescue animals of Bangladesh. Most mornings I don't get to make my food because the time is so constrained. But today I'm gonna make a tortilla for me with coffee. Cleaning an apple for his lunch. কেটে দিব? ধোয়া আছে।
ছুরিটা রেখেছো, ছুরিটা তো পড়ে যেতে পারে।
ছুরিটা পড়ে যেতে পারে না, কারণ তুমি একটা অ্যাডাল্ট, আমি একটা অ্যাডাল্ট। এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে কাজ করছি, ছুরিটা এখান থেকে পড়ে যেতে পারে না। And bickering like an old married couple. We've been married for 13 years. He always takes the same thing for lunch. It's 2 slices of bread with a kebab in between. We buy the frozen kebab. I just heat it up with oil in the morning. So it's like uncooked frozen kebab, which I cook up. I heat up the bread and then he slices the fruit. Sometimes I slice the fruit, sometimes he slices the fruit, and he slices a cucumber as well. Or I slice a cucumber as well. One of us does it. I don't know why he keeps doing that thing with his tongue. I keep telling him not to do it. Look at the mess the dog made. Last night she pooped all over the carpet. He's taking the brown shoe. I think the white would have been better, but he keeps taking the brown shoe. চাবি, ওয়ালেট, আইডি কার্ড সব নিয়েছো? ফোন?
হ্যাঁ, আল্লাহ হাফেজ।
আল্লাহ হাফেজ। There he goes. I'm going to try to clean up the staircase a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of things. She was eating breakfast, but then she saw me looking at her, then she dropped her food. I change out of the chunky glasses and wear a thin frame. I tie it behind my back so working out is easy. I'm not wearing contact lenses during working out right now because I have to stop wearing contact lenses for 7 days prior to my eye doctor's visit to get the IOL implantation. And I can do head banging and it doesn't fall down. I'm trying to go to the gym and said he wants to go to the gym too. Now he's gonna sit down here and ask for her food, which she doesn't want to share. She's saving it for later. But he's very greedy. That's why he's so chunky. He's chunky like me. Today I think I'm gonna spend about 45 minutes in the gym. Here is my apartment door. It used to be all white. Everything used to be all white and dirty and grimy. So I painted it brown. It looks like a haunted house now. I did a marvelous job. There are those women who take their Stanley cups and stuff to the gym, and here's me, my keys and my towels. See the bat dog? Da-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I wish I could live in the sky. is way more beautiful than the art below. I got back home from the gym, took a shower, and now I am eating breakfast. I have my coffee with rippled milk and brown sugar, and I have my tortilla with an ant on top of it to give me some extra protein. But I'm not gonna eat the ant because I'm vegan. Otherwise, I would have eaten this stupid ant for being on my tortilla. I will have to let them go somewhere. Bye bye. I mean, if you live in an attic, you live with rats, roaches, ants, flies, silverfish, whatever bugs that get in. I have spent enough money on exterminators. There's no point because they keep coming in, so I don't bother anymore. This tortilla is so good. I could sell this. $1 a piece. Wanna buy? I just got off the phone with my manager. She called me when I was having breakfast, so I just ran to the computer. She forgot I'm on PTO, and I did not remind her because I did not feel like reminding her. It was a good learning opportunity for me. And then she wanted to do a meeting with me, like an official meeting, and then I reminded her that I am on a PTO today, and she said, "Hey, why didn't you remind me before?" And I was like, it was a learning opportunity, so I didn't want to pass it up. So we're gonna have a meeting tomorrow. It's about return demonstration. Oh, it's brunch time. I already had breakfast, but having brunch now because I can, because I'm not working. It's a sandwich. I made it with one of the, I think, Beyond Meat burger patty, tomato, a plant-based cheese, and my husband's Wonder Bread. He usually buys Wonder Bread. I tell him I don't like white bread, but whenever I can, I just steal a few slices from him. He doesn't mind though. Okay, I'm starting with the closet. This is my fancy walk-in closet. My husband took down the door to make some space for this couch because, you know, it's a studio apartment. This is his closet. That should have been a supply closet, but of course I got the bigger one. He got the small supply closet, and I have to organize both of them. I'm gonna get rid of some clothes because I don't wear most of them anymore. I am also cutting the sleeves of this coat. I had purchased this coat when I was interviewing for an a long time ago. I wanted to be his assistant, and I purchased this coat with all the money that I had in the bank, and I cherished it so much. Now that I'm very fat, this coat really sticks under my armpit. I should get rid of the sleeves and make it a sleeveless coat. So I'm going to try to do that because I really don't want to throw the coat away. Dang, it looks cool. I look like the Crow, lady version. Now honestly, I have no idea how to fix this part. When I cut it off, it started falling apart at the seams, so I have to find out a way to stitch it together, and I have no idea how to stitch this. I know how to stitch a human. I don't know how to stitch clothes. Talk about being unskilled. What does it look like? How does it look? Any better? I can just join the office hours sitting like that. Form fitting. I have to find out a way to make these edges even. Tony's chocolate only. Vegan chocolates suck, but Tony's is the best among all of them. A moment of epiphany. Just an update. Even though I took the sleeve down, I wasn't able to sew the edges together. I don't know how to sew with a machine. I'm gonna take it to a tailor and have the edges sewn by the tailor. That has brought me to the realization that I should seek professional help whenever I need, and I should get a haircut from a barber from now on instead of cutting my own hair. I sometimes do go to the barber, but not as regularly as I should. And when I go to a barber, I always look for the cheap ones, like $10 ones. And most of the times, they cut hair not much better than I do. So I end up with messy hair all the time. Now that I work corporate, I should have my clothes professionally altered and have my hair professionally cut instead of me trying to do everything on my own. Why do I do that? I don't know. I am having some pasta for dinner. Nothing fancy, just some boiled vegetables, cooked soya chunks, and noodles. I'm gonna eat it with a bottle of 0-calorie Coca-Cola. I'm gonna resume cleaning the apartment. Hi, welcome back. It is the next day. I wasn't able to vlog any longer yesterday because I got really busy with cleaning the rest of the apartment, vacuuming on the floor, mopping, change the bed sheets. There's a whole lot of bed sheets because it's bed for 4 of us. And then I cleaned all the fans, standing fans, because we can't hang anything from the ceiling. Here's the ceiling. Can't hang anything from there. I'm on my lunch break right now. That's why I'm vlogging. Because if I don't do the vlogging here and there, it may never get done. The meeting that I was supposed to have with my manager today, it happened today. I kind of opened up to her about my fear of communicating with people at times because I feel like since it's a remote job, if I call somebody to communicate with them, it may interfere with their privacy. But they assured me that I am allowed to do that, so I'll be doing that more. I am personally trying to overcome some areas of fear too. I still can't make eye contact, believe it or not. Like I'm very open when I'm talking to the video because I know nobody watches my video. Like who's gonna watch my video? But when I see people on the street, I still keep my head down because we were trained to keep our head down as women, and it still hasn't left me. I don't know if it ever will. I'm still not comfortable making eye contact when talking to people, especially if it's men. I mean, it's a lot to process in my personal life and then come to the corporate world, and I am juggling a whole different thing. Then I'm juggling my studies, and then I'm juggling my passion of writing songs and making music, even though I can't play anything properly because Muslims don't teach their children music. You go to hell if you love music. You go to hell if you love dancing. You go to hell if you write, if you sing, if you open yourself up. So there's a lot to process. Anyway, I don't think anybody's gonna watch this vlog. Maybe someday in 20 years I will come back to my vlog and I will thank myself for not giving up who I am. Not that it's very anything special. Still, we are each individual beings, and not giving up who I am matters to me. So if you have seen my vlog, thank you for watching. I will see you again, hopefully, if this channel doesn't get banned for talking against Muslims. I'm a Muslim, I'm a practicing Muslim, but I'm a Muslim who's gonna go to hell because of the way I live and the way I dress and the way I talk. I'm a woman, but not a slave, so I'm going to hell. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. Here's the audiobook I finished this week. Craven Manor by Darcy Coates is a gothic novel. I gave it a 5-star because it has a male protagonist and has a happy ending, which is very hard to find in this genre. Even though it is not explicitly LGBT, but the main character forms a bond with an undead human and a dead girl and defeats an evil entity. If you want to read a gothic novel and like LGBT adjacent book, I would highly recommend it. I gave it a 5-star like I mentioned. Just a quick update to add on my vlog. I just had a haircut from a beauty salon. I feel very anxious to go to a proper salon thinking that they will say horrible things about my hair. This time I was like strolling outside the beauty salon, and the owner, she's a nice lady, she came outside and asked me if I wanted a haircut, and I told her I wanted a haircut, and she cut my hair. I explained to her that I tried cutting my own hair, that's why the front got so messed up, but she said it's okay. I can get it reshaped in a month or two, but right now she's gonna salvage the most that is possible. Then she cut my hair and she said, you have quite pretty hair. And she also said, you are quite pretty. This is so unique and this is so unusual because nobody calls me pretty. I have always been told that I am super ugly. Everybody called me ugly. I was beaten up at school by the bullies because I was so ugly. But now somebody is like saying the opposite. That really sounds good. And the hair feels so much softer now that it had a professional touch. So yeah, I am very excited. It's just a journey of an immigrant finding her way in life. So if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I'll see you again. Bye.